I feel blessed, that's evident. I'm the best I've ever been. So if they ask you how I feel, what's up? I'ma tell you I feel amazing. I feel blessed, that's evident. I'm the best I've ever been. So if they ask you how I feel, what's up? I'ma tell you I feel amazing. I feel blessed, that's evident. I'm the best I've ever been. I am. So if they ask you how I feel, what's up? I'ma tell you I feel amazing. I feel blessed, that's evident. I'm the best I've ever been. So if they ask you how I feel, I'ma tell you I feel amazing.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bearing Down the Gridiron here on September 24, 2025. The playmakers in the building, Darnell Sellers. Also, the man, the myth, the legend, the mad scientist, Cole Johnson's in the building.
What's up, Bearing Down the Gridiron fam? Now I feel a little better.
Shout out to my brother, Shadow 2 Real, whose birthday was early this week. Happy belated birthday to you. Thank you for the music.
Family.
Also, speaking of birthdays, my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom.
All right. Happy birthday, Mrs. Playmaker.
Make sure we get that in. Oh, and look who's finally showed
Mr.
up.
McCain. He's in the building. Oh, no. Feel like A3. Victor Locke, or as he's affectionately known on the Snowman in the Morning Show as Allah. He says, I actually caught it this week. Just got finished with work, and it's time to bear down the gridiron. It's good to have you back, Victor. So sorry that work has really put a foot in your behind, but it's good to see you back, man.
So Victor finally got his butt in the
I
chat.
think he's-
Okay, and plus he has to do his normal intro.
Oh, Lord. Ladies and gentlemen, the original Splinter Cell playmaker and my friend and mentor, the EP of all EPs, Cole Johnson. Thank you, Victor. Appreciate that. Appreciate the love. The Ed McMahon of the Snowman in the Morning Show, Victor Locke. Appreciate you, sir.
Like I said, you gotta do his normal intro.
Yes. Yes, he does. Hold on, let me find. Excuse me, sir.
So we have a big week ahead of us. Got some plenty for top 25 matchups throughout this one. So it's gonna be fun to see how does Coach Johnson and myself view these games for the upcoming campus tour, but we'll get there. We're also going to recap what took place in week 4, in which, after what Coach Johnson went through before the show, we'll put a smile on his face.
Why? Why would a smile be put on this face?
The fact that you get to choose what you get to talk about.
That always puts a smile on my face.
Exactly. But we do have some news to go through. So prepare for the no huddle. And before we start with the no huddle, shout out to YZ Healthy, our big bro, as we are live on the Real Rise Radio currently. So thank y'all for tuning in if you listen on the Real Rise Radio.
Lefe, what's up, man? My ace. Good to see you, bro.
To begin the no huddle. Those tricky orange men. ACC fined Syracuse for faking injuries versus Clemson. The ACC fined Syracuse $25,000 and publicly reprimanded the school Monday for faking injuries in the 34-21 win over Clemson last weekend. calling its action unethical and contrary to the spirit of the rule. In a statement, the ACC said Syracuse violated an NCAA rule established this year aimed at stopping teams from faking injuries to slow down play. With 9:25 left in the fourth quarter, the ACC said the action of two players and a coach were, quote, were a clear attempt to gain an unmerited advantage by stopping the game in order to secure a injury timeout, close quote. Clemson quarterback Cade Cupnick accused Syracuse for faking injuries after the loss as a way to slow down its tempo. He said, quote, we were playing with tempo and props to them. They stopped us on some third downs and then they had an injury or something like that went we really got going. That's up to them if they want to be honest about it. Close quote. Mr. Johnson. They finally have given the team the proverbial you can't do that.
I mean, they have to do something. But the thing is, Syracuse was putting that whooping on Clemson in that game. It would be understandable if it was the situation were reversed and Clemson was being what Clemson used to be. You know what I mean, Dabo. Actually good. Then this would then it would warrant something of this nature. But why are we faking injuries, Syracuse? You had that game well in hand. You embarrassed Clemson. Why? So if they want to do no huddle, okay, cool. Let them. Why? Why fake the injury? Makes no sense at all. But
Victor Johnson.
and Victor says, why would you fake injuries? Who does that? It makes me think of, I think it was back in 1988, divisional round, and the Seahawks, which were then they were in the AFC, they were going up against the Bengals, and the Bengals, of course, they were helmed by Sam Weiss as a head coach and Boomer Esiason at quarterback, and he ended up being the MVP that year. They ran the no huddle, and so one of the ways they tried to stop the no huddle was to actually fake an injury. And so every time a play was done, and this, I think they started this in the second quarter. Every time a play was done, a big play that was gained, you always saw a defensive lineman on the ground. And so, of course, it was an attempt to slow down the game. But what I don't get here, the Bengals they were whooping the Seahawks. So I get why they were doing it. I don't get why the Orange was doing this because they were making Dabo look horrible. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I guess it's not meant for me to get.
Probably not. But who knows? From faking injuries to, let's see what we have next. The SEC released this conference agreement schedule. So the three annual opponents from the SEC for the next school year has been released. If you don't recall, it is the fact that the ACC is moving to 9 games starting that season. They'll play 3 annual opponents, and then they'll play all the other conferences in the span of 4 years. Divvy it up however they want to divvy it up. So, to give you an example, the annual opponents for the Florida Gators going forward would be Georgia, Kentucky, and South Carolina. For my co-host, who is a representative of the Texas Longhorns, sir, your annual 3 opponents would be Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Texas A&M.
I figured. Mm-hmm.
If you're a Bulldog fan, your annual opponents would be Auburn, Florida, and South Carolina. And if you're an Alabama fan, just to round it out, Auburn, Tennessee, and Mississippi State. Meaning they don't get to play LSU.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Ooh, Who LSU three opponents is? LSU would get Ole Miss, Texas A&M, and Arkansas.
Yeah, that's about right.
No Alabama, LSU next year. Actually, no, I'll take that back because they actually have the full conference schedule for next year too. So let's look at Texas A&M, Arkansas, Ole Miss. Yeah, they do play Alabama, so they did keep Alabama for next year. Mississippi State. Ooh, the Longhorns get to go to Death Valley next year. Ooh, that would be very interesting.
Hope the Longhorns. I hope you beat the Southern Baptist preacher in to Brian Kelly next year.
Oh, great. We got to go back to Austin, Texas next year.
Look, come.
Shut up.
Come on now. I mean, you should be happy. You won't be able to. I mean, you'll be able to take your quarterback off a bubble wrap.
Oh, shut up. Wow, actually, next year, Coach Jones is going to have a hell of a time next year.
Well, besides
Y'all
Arkansas,
got-
Oklahoma, and
Y'all got
now
Arkansas,
we have to go to LSU.
Arkansas, Oklahoma, A&M, Florida, Ole Miss, LSU.
So we go to Death Valley. Do we go to Oxford?
Nope.
So
you host.
so host
you
Ole
host.
Miss.
You host name. Okay.
Host Ole Miss. Okay. But I know we have to go to Arkansas next year, and we have to, and we.
No. Yeah.
What?
No. Mark, that game's in
Really?
Austin. Yeah, 2027 is when y'all go to Fayetteville.
Really? I thought. Wait a minute.
I'm
No, I
looking
know
at
you
the
look at the
schedule right
schedule,
now.
but we went to Fayetteville last year. I thought they go to Fayetteville again this year. Wow. Okay.
That's crazy. So Cole Johnson gets to have fun because he gets Texas A&M on the schedule. He gets Oklahoma on the schedule. He gets me on the schedule again. Yeah. He gets Lane Kiffin on the schedule, and he gets Brian Kelly on the schedule.
Yeah, 2027 is going to be a good test. I'm
26.
sorry, 2026 is going to be a good test.
2027 is when you get to see Auburn, Georgia, Alabama, and Cole Johnson. Start saving up your money, sir, because your Longhorns will be taking a trip to Nashville in 2027.
And a bill.
You get to see your Longhorns in person in 2 years.
Okay, so they get to play in that high school stadium. Whoopee. Yeah, I said it. High school.
I did not think Cole Johnson was a hater of the Vanderbilt Commodores, but things that you learn.
I mean, they're great. I mean, look, they're great in baseball. That's their sport. They rock it in baseball, and they.
What's wrong with them doing good at
every now and then
football?
they're okay in basketball, but the thing is, they are from the sun shines on a dog's behind sometimes department with football. The sun shines on a dog's behind.
I mean, you cannot give them credit for being competitive and winning games. I thought you had more hatred for Texas A&M. The third,
I do.
It's like Vanderbilt might be up that ladder already.
I do. I mean, it's a shame that Texas A&M's colors are maroon and white. It should be brown, for like the crap that comes out of people's behinds, because that's what they are.
But this thing with Vanderbilt is astonishing, to be honest.
I mean, they're doctors, lawyers, and engineers. I don't know what to expect.
But they play good football.
Hey, all right, fine. Yes, they're playing for good, wonderful football. Let's see if you keep that up in 2 weeks when you play Alabama in Tuscaloosa. Okay.
Man, Coach, I'm no fan of Senator.
Look,
It's crazy.
they will win again this Saturday because they haven't also ran. They're playing again, so yeah, I'm happy for them.
All right. Thoughts and prayers go out to UCF as assistant coach Sean Clark died at the age
See
of
now
50.
when he says it, it's all good. But when I say it, I get put off the screen. That's a shame.
Did you not read
I
the
did
headline,
read the
sir?
headline, but you said thoughts and prayers. Sorry. No, on the serious note, when I saw this, it shocked me. I was like, wow, really? Yeah, that I wasn't expecting to see that.
This is where I pass the no huddle over to my co-host now.
You gotta love Paul Feinbaum. Goodness gracious. Well, of course, one of the big matchups for this weekend will be when Alabama goes between the hedges to play Georgia. And Jam Miller and Tim Keegan are going to be making season debuts for the Crimson Tide. The running back, Miller, and defensive lineman, Keenan III, they will play for the first time this season when the Crimson Tide visit Georgia Saturday. Kalen DeBoer, the head coach, had mentioned that Miller has been out with a collarbone injury and Keenan hurt his ankle just before the season opener against Florida State. Well, you timed your injury perfect, son, because you all got boat raced in Tallahassee and needed quote tightrope close quote surgery. Their return is big news for an Alabama team hoping for better results in its second road trip of the season. The running game and defensive front has struggled, and it struggled mightily in the 31-17 to Florida State on August 30th. Now, Alabama has relied heavily on quarterback Ty Simpson in his past two wins. Miller, who was praised by DeBoer for his ability to help pass protect as well as run, he returns to a group that ranks 102nd in the country in rushing offense, averaging a beautiful 123.7 yards a game. DeBoer had this to say about Mr. Miller. Quote, Jam's a complete back all around. He's someone that we trust at the highest level. He's just been super consistent as a pass protector, not just as a guy who can carry the football. Close quote. Now, your thoughts on Keenan and Miller returning to a crew that I think need their efforts this weekend, probably against their toughest test this year.
Better late than never. I would say more, but we are going to preview this game, so
Later than never. Okay, well, Alabama has not been able to generate a consistent pass rush without Keenan, so getting him back as a boost for the defensive front. DeBoer had this to say about Keenan. Swoop. He's been a big anchor in there that can hold down the line of scrimmage, get pushed on the pocket on pass plays. So it's good to have him back. He's had a couple of good days and will continue to build here through the week of practice. Close quote. Well, from a team that still is crying and a fan base that still is crying for Nick Saban to return and Kalen DeBoer to return back to Washington to the ACC, actually trying to mimic the Big Ten and the SEC. Why? It's because they are moving to 9 league games, aligning with the rest of the Power Four conferences. ACC athletic directors agreed Monday to move to a 9 game conference schedule rather than, after meeting in Charlotte, joining the other Power Four leagues and going to 9 conference games. As part of the new scheduling model, league teams will now be required to play 10 Power Four games. Most teams will begin playing 9 conference games plus one Power Four game starting in 2026. Multiple ACC teams have returned non-conference or neutral site non-conference games scheduled for next season, including Florida State at Alabama, Clemson at LSU, SMU at Baylor, Duke at Illinois, Georgia Tech at Colorado, North Carolina, TCU in Dublin, Well, wait, Cyril. Woosah. And Virginia, West Virginia, and Charlotte. Now, in a statement, ACC Commissioner Jen Phillips said athletic directors, quote, overwhelmingly, close quote, supported the change from 8 conference games to 9. Conversations about moving to a 9 game conference schedule ramped up after the SEC made the decision to move to 9 league games back in August. The SEC and the Big 12 also require conference teams to play 10 Power 4 games. Your thoughts on the ACC trying to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak?
Why we gotta do? Why we gotta play 10? Why we can't play 11 or 12 Power Four teams?
Dun-dum, 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 dun, 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 tss. Dun, 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 dun. Money, 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 money. Hey, money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. Hey,
Yeah, you done.
don't know. Some people got to have it. Hey, hey, hey. You know darn well why it's not 11 or 12 that they schedule.
Why do y'all need 2 to 3 cupcake teams? Hmm?
They gotta look good. They gotta look. They gotta scratch these 9. They gotta scratch these 7 and 8 figure checks to these schools so they can get these 65-3 butt whoopers to them. I
Unless you
mean,
Florida.
look. Well, no, they did it against Long Island State. But think we have wholesome, and I mean wholesome moments. Such as when Grambling went to the shoe, and Ohio State band members were like, "Oh, it was cool to see you all at that Grambling band jam." While they got dog walk 63-0. So we got to see that.
Well, at least all 4 conferences are in a unison. I guess I can take that.
As seeing as the Big 12 and the Big 10 already have 9 conference games that they have to play for the season. So yeah, you have that.
I'll take what I can get.
You take what you can get.
I'll
Okay.
take what I can get.
Well, the new scheduling model will be presented to the faculty athletics representatives for formal adoption later this week. The ACC has had discussions about playing 9 games for more than a decade, but its unique scheduling partnership with the Golden Domers, or Notre Dame, and non-conference rivalry games for Florida State, Florida, Louisville, Kentucky, Clemson, South Carolina, and Georgia Tech, Georgia, always made it difficult to move to 9. And then you have, of course, what I think is probably the fly in the ointment. The ACC SEC rivalry games: Florida, Florida State, Georgia, Georgia Tech, Clemson, South Carolina, Louisville, Kentucky. They are expected to continue because those schools already have an annual Power Four non-conference game, and they will have decisions to make about their future schedules. But SEC teams will have to make similar decisions as well. Georgia, for example, they have games scheduled against Louisville in 2026 27, Florida State in 2027 2028. And your school, the Gators, they already have canceled non-conference games against Florida against North Carolina State, 2026, 2032, and the University of California, 2026 and 2027. Oh, and as for Notre Dame, they factor in this as well, as the Irish currently play 5 ACC games as part of their scheduling agreement with the league. In the years those 4 ACC teams play Notre Dame, they will have 11 Power Four games on their schedule. The situation grows further complex with Clemson because in May, Clemson plays and Notre Dame agreed to a 12-year scheduling agreement that will pit the two college football powers against one another all the way to 2038. Oh, did I mention Clemson? Oh,
Yep, you did.
I did. Well, due to the butt whooping that they suffered, the 31-21, they took it home to Syracuse on Saturday. Clemson coach Dabo Swinney said on Monday that despite going 1-3 to start the season, one that began with championship aspirations, one that also I predicted you'd win the conference, but you're acting like dog do. Woosah again.
You ain't the only one that picked him.
True, that's true. But Woosah again. He has seen no quit his players and is confident they will finish strong. In fact, he said that the Tigers had, quote, probably one of the best team meetings, close quote, that he's ever attended on Monday. He went on to say, quote, we're not going to win the national championship this year, but it doesn't mean we're going to win. We can't win the season. Doesn't mean we can't finish well, and doesn't mean that we can't enjoy the journey. Close quote. Now, the heavy preseason favorite and playmakers in my favorite to win the ACC lost its opener to LSU before taking it on the chin to Georgia Tech and Atlanta, and at home against Syracuse. In their only win of the season, the Tigers needed to come back to beat Troy in week 2. Down 16-0. The Tigers have an open date this week. Oh, so they actually could get a win before playing North Carolina on October 4th. Oh, you mean Chapel Bill is going to beat you? Lord have mercy. Asked to diagnose why Clemson has struggled, Swinney pointed to a few factors. Clemson had not played complementary football. Quarterback Cade Klubnik and the offense has struggled to move the ball, and the Titans do not have everybody on the same page. Now, asked whether he would consider any in-season staff changes, Swinney said no. He also reiterated that Klubnik will remain his starting quarterback, who has gone to 89 of 148 for 996 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 4 hits. He's completing a career low 60% of his passes. Okay, so your thoughts on Clemson having a 1-3 start and Dabo Swinney selling the same dream that your boy Billy is selling for Florida?
We are not going to win a champion. We're not going to win a national championship this year. How many weeks we're in?
This is week number 5.
So 4 games, right? 4 games.
They have played 4 games. They have played 4 games. Yes.
We are not going to win the national championship this year.
No,
That's what he said. Not I didn't say that.
I do. You did not say that.
Coach Johnson didn't say that.
Mhm.
Dabo Swinney said that.
That's right.
Thanks a lot, Dabo.
On him.
I would, but somebody decided to talk about this game a little bit more in the very next segment.
Oh, okay. So Swinney went on to say about Klubnik, it's a frustrating thing because we're a talented football team. We have underachieved, and that falls on me. I feel like I let a lot of people down, especially these seniors. But we've all got a job, and there's accountability for us all. All we can do right now is completely flush it. Oh, yeah, completely flush it, bury it, and focus on what's in front of us and the opportunities that we still have. I don't have any doubt these guys will respond. There's no quit, these guys. There's no quit in this staff. Close quote. More to come later. But from the man who is all about the anti NIL deal to the mullet head. The sun is shining. There's plenty of light. A new day is dawning, sunny and bright. Oklahoma State knew this day was coming. Coach Mike Gundy had barely escaped 2024 with his job intact after a winless Big 12 campaign that crashed out with a 52-0 loss in Boulder, Colorado. Gundy replaced his entire coaching staff and entered this season with a tenuous quarterback situation, which became more dire after starter House Hedgney broke his foot in the opener. Normally, situations like Oklahoma State's don't end well, even for a coach as synonymous with the program as Mike Gundy. The team's first home loss to Tulsa since the Truman administration spelled the end for Gundy, who was fired on Tuesday. Gundy is the winningest coach in Oklahoma State history. You gave me another bullet to use. Thank you. And led his alma mater to 9 AP top 20 finishes between 2008 and 2021, but the program fell off sharply after 2023 and now will hit the reset button. Your thoughts on the mullet being gone in Stillwater?
How can I put this together without doing too much? Because I know somebody is talking about this guy in the next segment as well. How can I do? Mike Gundy, you're fired.
He goes Vince McMahon. I'm proud of you, playmaker.
You've been there for how long? And no Big 12 championship to show for it. Stillwater, I commend you on your patience. Oklahoma State, I commend you on your patience because you held that man to that job for a very long time. He only bought you one Big 12 championship appearance.
No, not one. One. No,
one championship appearance and 0 titles. So I commend you for your patience.
Could be new patience too.
I'm gonna leave right there for now because somebody else gonna have his fun later on.
Mm-hmm. Now, when Oklahoma and Texas left the Big 12, Gundy thought the Cowboys would be positioned to potentially be the league's new kingpin. But the league has changed. Schools like Texas Tech are making major investments, and Oklahoma State's future looks murky. Still, Oklahoma State has some definite pluses, including a history of winning that Gundy molded. Now, the 5 candidates for the job that is now vacant: Jeff Traylor, the Texas San Antonio's head coach, Texas State coach G.J. Kinney, Texas A&M's offense coordinator Colin Klein, North Texas coach Eric Morris, and Oklahoma offensive coordinator Ben Arbuckle. Well, I celebrate you all. You did a great job. Unfortunately, Mike Gundy, as wonderful as you have been, with the many highlights that you have given us and clips of post-game tirades and sideline outbursts, your time has come. We only wish the same would be true for Dabo Swinney and Dan Lanning. And that concludes the No Huddle.
What a shame. What a shame. All right, commercial break here, and then when we come back, you ain't in the last of Dabo Swinney and Mike Gundy.
Cool McCain. Hey, Eagles fan. Join my man Cool McCain and a host of others as they break down every single game, every single week in an objective manner, and also from a fan's perspective as well. Remember, this cast feels just like you. Nobody likes you. And you don't care. Fly, Eagles, fly. Eagles Elite Podcast. Every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and other podcast outlets. Oh, yes. The tradition, the pageantry, the spectacle, the history, the slut. Wait. I gotta rep my brother's stuff right. All my DMV soldiers, stand up! And welcome to the Commander's Gridiron Report. You want your commanders to be repped right? Well, D. Willie is your man. Commander's Gridiron Report. Every Monday at 3:05 p.m. Eastern, 2:05 p.m. Central. Exclusively on the Sertoba Media YouTube channel. Music by J. Cool.
Where my soldiers? Right side. Commanders. Where my soldiers? Left side.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Cowboys Talk.
The Dallas Cowboys got exactly what they deserved. Let me say that one more time, because you know it's true. The Dallas Cowboys got exactly what they deserved.
Dak Prescott is overrated and he shouldn't be paid, okay?
33 points in the fourth quarter. Let me say that again. 33 points in the fourth quarter. And that's off of 4 turnovers committed by the Colts. See, at one point, and the fact that at the end of the third quarter it was 21-19 and the final score was 54-19. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, that is completely unexpected.
Cowboys Talk is available on all streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and YouTube.
Rams fans all around the world.
It's a beautiful thing to be a Rams fan right now. Stafford's back. Running back, Kerryon Williams. To return.
Lend me your ears, or should I say lend Playmaker your ears, as he breaks down week by week everything in the Los Angeles Rams canon.
Number 99, Aaron Donald. Can't wait for 2029 to come to know that you are going in the Hall of Fame, and it should be first ballot, no questions asked.
Join the Playmaker as he breaks down everything Los Angeles Rams style in Ramily Talk on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts.
And welcome back to Bear Down Gridiron on this lovely Wednesday, September 24th, 2025. Now some more fun because it's time to recap what took place in week 4. So it's time to go to the Gridiron Roundup.
Why are you speaking like a West Indian all of a sudden?
This happened.
Okay. Just checking.
To begin the Gridiron Roundup, the aforementioned man himself. Coach Johnson, this yours.
Golden Hurricane twist in Stillwater. Tulsa makes 27-year history. Well, they actually made history from longer than that. But yes. This is ridiculous.
This happened last Friday, by the way.
The fact that this game was 19-3 at one point. Tulsa felt bad for Oklahoma State. That's what made it even funny. And the crowd, when it was 16-3 at halftime, they showered all of those Cowboys with booze in Stillwater. You would have thought this game was in Tulsa. They showered them with a hearty booze. Oh my gosh. I mean, we could go through the stats But do we really need to?
You the one picked this to talk about, not me.
Oh, I mean, look, it was a ho hum type of game. But the thing is, here is the history that that the game really made. Tulsa won for the first time in Stillwater since 1951. I'll put it like this. My mother, who will turn 75 in 3 months' time, she was 9 months old. 9 months. Not even a year. She was 9 months old. The last time Tulsa beat Oklahoma State in Stillwater. 9 months. My mama. That's how long Tulsa has taken L's in Stillwater. That's how long. 74 years. They have taken L's, which basically they played every year. So just think 37. They've taken 37 L's in Stillwater in a row. And the last time Tulsa beat Oklahoma State in Stillwater, we were 6 years removed from World War II ending. Playmaker and I, where we both live, would have to drink in blacks only fountains. Piss in black only bathrooms. Stay in black only hotels. That's how long Tulsa has gone with an L in Stillwater. Harry Truman was the president of the United States. That is how long it has been since Tulsa beat Oklahoma State in Stillwater. And again, my mama was 9 months old. 9 months.
So that means the Truman Doctrine is on its way to becoming fruition.
It was what? I'm sorry?
So by then, the Truman Doctrine is on its way to becoming what it was.
Yes. So we were still a year and some change away from Eisenhower taking over. That is how long Tulsa has gotten a win in Stillwater. I mean, so long that President Reagan wasn't even governor of California yet.
So this is why you wanted to go at this.
Yes, the current president of these United States. Let me see. September 1951. He was 5 years old. 5.
So you decided to use Oklahoma State as a history lesson.
This is how embarrassing historic of a loss this is. And of course, we saw what resulted. Mike Gundy getting the can and getting pink slip. But this is how embarrassing it is. Oklahoma State has gone up Tulsa's head in Stillwater from 1953 to this game, and they picked a fine time to screw the pooch.
This history lesson is brought to you by Cole Johnson.
My father was 14. I mean, this is ridiculous. My mama was a baby the last time Tulsa beat Oklahoma State in Stillwater. President of the United States was 5.
Tell about.
Did you say your mom was a baby and
Yes.
your dad was 14?
Yes. September 1951, my father was 14 years of age. Yes. And my mom was 9 months old. Yes, I said it. And yes, it's true.
The history lesson that has been spewed out of Cole Johnson is astonishing.
I mean, my father was singing. He was singing. He was singing doo wop with blazing trash cans. By the time Tulsa beat Oklahoma State last in Stillwater. In fact, the last time Tulsa beat Oklahoma State in Stillwater, Motown won the thing.
Oh my gosh.
Motown wasn't a thing for another 7 years. You should be ashamed of yourself, Oklahoma State.
I think that's why they fired the coach.
Yes. For all those reasons why they fired the coach.
Are you done with the history lesson? I did not know I was taking history class today. I don't even think the audience knew they was taking history class today. You muted.
Goodness gracious. Oh, sorry.
There you go. Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Well, okay. I am through with the history lesson. But just know, my mother was 9 months old. No, I'll take that back. She wouldn't be 9 until the 26th. 8 months old.
Wow, 2 days away.
My mother was 8 months old the last time Tulsa beat Oklahoma State in Stillwater.
Wow. Okay. From history lesson to back to the present. Since you enjoy reading so well, there you go.
Okay, fine. Texas sized the defense in Salt Lake. The Red Raiders smother the Utes. And no, we're not talking Joe Pesci.
34-10. And
That
we ain't talking
Texas,
about the home team.
Yeah, that defense with Texas Tech, they came to play.
Who knew Texas Tech had a defense? Texas Tech is not known for defense.
No, they're normally known to try to outrun you and outgun you. Even as far back as when Patrick Mahomes was there.
That fourth quarter, whew. I turned the channel.
You said when?
I turned the channel.
No. When? When did you turn the channel?
That fourth quarter, I turned the channel. I said, man, this is terrible.
Well, the game was still in reach, but upon fourth quarter game, it was only 10-3. Texas Tech.
No, it was 10-10.
I don't say. Well, I know before the Utes scored their touchdown. I said going to the fourth quarter, it was 10-3.
Oh, I know.
So yeah. So the Utes tied at 10. You turned it off, and this was actually a game.
I turned it off because they kept turning the ball over, and I'm like, "What is going on here?" Because I ain't watching this.
So I guess the Utes shouldn't be called Utes; they should be called the Yucks.
Damn you, Utes!
Or the Yips.
I thought y'all don't lose at home, unless you're playing Oregon. But you don't lose at home. You don't lose in Salt Lake City.
You didn't have to do the low blow like that, man. That's cold.
Well,
but that's still cold.
Well, that's what you get when you take College Game Day there and you have Steve Smith Sr. as your special guest picker and you talk all that junk about Oregon.
Did he graduate from Utah?
Yeah.
I know he played there. I was wondering if he graduated.
That's it. I don't even know if he graduated there. I would like to think so.
Yeah.
You don't lose, though, in Utah. Oregon put a foot in your behind that year. And then Texas Tech. Like Coach John said, we didn't know Texas Tech had a defense. But that fourth quarter happened. Straight defense from the Red Raiders.
Yeah, they went public enemy. I shut them down.
And then you get your ass with that home 24 points. Man, their quarterback ain't even throw for 170 yards. But you got beat by 24 points. They running back didn't even run for 70 yards. But you got beat by 24 points. Disgraceful, Utah. Disgraceful.
Did well, Utah.
There you go, sir.
Whoa. if they are tired of winning, close quote. The Cuse dropped Clemson to 1 up and 3 down.
And those of you who don't know, I took that quote strictly from Dabo Swinney himself. And it just so happened, I was like, really? How wonderful. That's the quote that you use going into the game. And I get to use it afterwards.
Well, let's be real. Syracuse won 34-21 over Clemson in Death Valley. But this game really wasn't close. I mean, it was 24-14 at the half, stretched to 34-14 before the fourth quarter. And Clemson was they were just simply sloppy all over the place, both on offense and defense. It was, you just did not think that Clemson was going to come into this year looking this sloppy. And seemingly, and this is not a joke, ever since the second half began,
They fall. They can't get up. They slipping. They fall. They can't get up. They slip. They fall. They can't get up. They gotta get up because they losing badly.
oh, sorry, my bad. I like that. Good reference. Ever since the beginning of the second half, in their home opening L to the fellow Death Valley homebound LSU, this team basically has hung it up. And if it weren't for a feverish comeback against Troy, we'd be talking about an 0-4 team instead of a 1-3 one. And it's just been ridiculous to see how uninterested and barely invested the whole team looks. I mean, from the players to the coaching on the sideline, it just seems as though this is how it looks to me. It seems as though these players think that they can just roll their orange helmets with the white tiger paws on it onto the field, and that automatically gives them the dub. Guess what? Deshaun Watson's not coming into your locker room. Oh, I don't think these days you would want him to come in the locker room, but still.
Don't be climbing my head.
DeAndre Hopkins is not coming into your locker room. T. Higgins is not coming in your locker room. I mean,
he too busy getting one ball thrown at him a game with the Ravens. So,
oh wow. Now it's time for you to stop climbing in mine. Talent is not there, and the championship pedigree that you so enjoyed a decade ago, that is long gone too. And now you have to establish a new championship pedigree, and you're trying to rest on the laurels of the previous one. And the worst offender of that is one Dabo Swinney. Ever since you've been in the pockets of your players and every college football player known to man, your coaching has taken a nosedive, sir. A straight up nosedive, like you are in an Olympic diving event and you just simply jumped off the platform, diving straight down to the pool. That is how you have been in terms of coaching parlance. Just taking a straight dive down.
Are we talking just or Pat McAfee type jump into the water?
As spectacular as these ridiculous L's that he's been taking, Olympic quality dives.
10.
Yes, he's taking dives that were 10s. And I'm not talking about that Rodney Dangerfield dive in Back to School. You taking beautiful dives because this team is looking mighty horrible. I mean, it literally was like your squad after halftime basically went off the field, went to campus, and decided to party up with frats. They just went to the nearest frat house, and then they just went to town drinking.
Mm.
Because I don't know what we call this. So Dabo, get out the pockets of these players, son. You got a Power 4 program to coach, and you are leading them down the path to, I'm not going to put this, to how they used to be.
I think Coach has been a little bit nice to you, Dabo. I think he's been a little bit nice to you on that one. You know, how about you take that green, that mean green that you got for the program, and apply it to the transfer portal.
Main green.
Almighty
dollar.
You is the only Power 4 coach that I know who don't want to use the transfer portal. It's there for a reason.
Well, maybe he needs to use it for himself.
Maybe
Maybe he needs to.
Why you sitting over here taking an L to Syracuse at home, and you're taking an L to Southern Baptist Brian Kelly.
Southern Baptist.
Lucky you didn't lose to Troy, because you'd have been the headliner, not Florida, that week.
Still think they should have been 16-0 before the team woke up to actually play. Roy.
And now all of a sudden, we're not going to reign the national championship this year.
What a way to rally the troops. Because dummy, you can actually run the table and still have a shot. Because there's this thing, playmaker, man, my brain is faulty. It's locking in on me. What's the playoffs, son.
12-team playoffs at that.
We're not in the old school era where you cross your fingers and hope you get voted into a national championship. It's not the best two teams or the best four anymore. This is a wonderful way to motivate your team. I'm glad you actually did come out the side of your mouth. No, I'm glad you came out the side of your behind. And no, I'm glad you came straight from your behind and you said something that ridiculous.
We're not going to win the national championship this year. But it doesn't mean we're not going to enjoy the journey.
Well, we all are enjoying the journey of you taking your team and having them spiral all the way down to Nothingville.
But before you said that, this is what you said towards the Clemson organization.
They're tired of winning.
And that's why I grabbed it.
No, son, you were tired of winning.
If they're tired of winning, it looks like you are tired of winning. The Tigers are tired of winning. Jackass.
We're not going to win a national championship.
Now, I hope Cole Johnson doesn't fall out of his chair from laughter for this one.
Why do you hope I don't?
Because I did this.
Red, see, oh Lord, beat red. Oh no, beat red, see red, be red. Wolverine 3. Beat red, see red, big red. Wolverine by 3.
I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I said this is gonna get him. I said this is gonna get him. He would not expect this one to come.
Red, see red, beat red. Wolverine 3.
Yes, Michigan without their head coach went into the cornfield state of Nebraska, and they came out with a 3-point win.
Good job.
How did they come out with a 3-point win? Well, they had 3 long runs for touchdowns, which tells me
don't have a running defense at all.
No, they don't.
Their run defense is horrible.
Good gracious. It's just like y'all can't it's not like they was trucking down the field, you know, and just
No.
3 big runs that went for touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which tells me if you just would have stopped one of them from going for a touchdown, just one,
That would have been a W instead of an L. Yeah.
just one. No.
Just one.
Oh Lord, not wrestling. And
I'm
not
sorry.
Shine Down too at that. And yes, I know the band that sings it. All right.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Playmaker know who sings. Yes, I know. Okay, I am a wrestling fan. So yes. There are certain songs that I am previous to that I know. So here we go. Dominic right there. 40. Oh no, that's field goal kicker. Where we at? Bryce Underwood, 37-yard run, touchdown.
Quarterback got a big time run for touchdown.
Justin Hainsey. You see this guy right here who had 141 rushing yards. 75 of them came on one touchdown run.
Yeah, one run. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. On one run.
Jordan Marshall, 54-yard touchdown run. What you got to say? Cause you go ahead and say it.
Just find it interesting and funny that this is a Pop Warner offense. I mean, all they do is just run. And Nebraska couldn't stop them at all. I'm like, oh Lord.
Just 105 yards passing. That's all you got from Bryce Underwood. Guess how many total yards they had, though?
That's all they needed.
Guess how many total yards they had?
300 something, I think.
391.
Mm-hmm.
That means 286 yards on the ground on 33 carries. You know what that averages out to?
That's about what, 8?
8.7.
Mm-hmm.
These dudes were almost running 9 yards a carry.
What to tell you on that one, man?
Matt Screwell, I'm disappointed in you.
Matt what?
Matt Screwell, I'm disappointed.
Oh, wow. So let me get this straight. Who calls them Matt Fools? You call him Matt Screwell. Wow. Wait, both y'all, ye of little faith in Matt Rule. Wow.
Outside of Beta, what he has done.
Not a thing.
Exactly.
He buried himself. He embarrassed himself in the NFL too. So yeah.
And that franchise is a whole different franchise all of a sudden. But that's not the biggest disappointment for me.
You may tell me the history lesson, Dabo getting embarrassed at home and Nebraska giving up 200, almost 290 yards on the ground. Wasn't those don't qualify for the biggest embarrassment?
No.
What does, Playmaker? Quote, broke their will. Close quote. The Hoosiers destroy the Illini. Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out to you, Snowman. Wonderful choice. Wonderful pick.
63-10.
Oh, walked it down. 35-10 at the half. 35-10 at the half. Dog walked them.
63-10. I should have treated y'all like I did Oklahoma State when they played Oregon and I didn't put the stats up.
I told you.
Put you the 9th ranked team in the damn country.
I told you. I did not have faith in the Illini. I did not. Now, did I have little faith in the tune that they would lose by 53 points in the game? No. But I did not have faith in the Illini. I was like, they're not ready to nibble at the big boy table yet. They still need to take some big boy butt. They still need to take some medium boy butt whoopings.
There's nothing medium about this.
Because the thought I had was, Indiana had a taste of the playoffs last year, and I think they want to prove that they are better this year than last. So I think they would take, and plus it's in Bloomington. So I was thinking, okay, they're going to take this. They're going to take this as motivation of, oh, here's an up and comer. Oh, and they're ranked in the top 10 too. Oh, we're going to stomp them because we're going to prove to everybody that we can beat a top 10 ranked school. And they didn't beat them. They beat them down. Flawless. Mr. Mendoza, let me tell you, flawless performance, sir. Flawless.
But that man to throw 5 touchdowns and not even throw for 300 yards. That's just terrible.
2 incompletions the whole game and didn't play the fourth quarter. Flawless, sir. Flawless performance. Flawless. You got a chance. You got a chance to watch your younger. You got a chance to watch your younger brother play. Beautiful job, sir. Beautiful job.
Altmaier, you threw 1 less pass than him, 7 less completions, and you couldn't even crack 200 yards.
Well, I mean, the Illini couldn't really do much on offense. And unfortunately, their offense made their defense suspect and susceptible and vulnerable.
Just an ass whooping. And the thing is, I wasn't the only one. Cut Hershey was a believer. I think most of the pen was a believer of Pat McAfee, and we know why. When it comes to Pat.
Oh, because because he's in the state in which he lives. But
and get your ass whooped.
My rationale was, I think the Illini needed to learn how to be in these big time moments. Indiana has a little bit more experience now than Illinois does, and this would be good. This would be, even though this was a butt whooping, this still will be a good experience for Illinois. But they now know they got to really put it on people, and they got to show up. Because if you have a single digit for a ranking, you're going to get other teams' best shots. Trust and believe.
So the game of the week last week was an ass whooping.
It certainly was.
And then this happened.
Why this happened? Why this happened?
This Joker here went perfect.
Thank you.
This Joker here literally went perfect.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I see you. I see you, big man. Yes. Thank you. That felt good.
This man literally went perfect.
That felt good to go perfect.
I did not see this man going perfect.
Felt good. And you had a good week too. 73 is pretty good.
And yet, it's the 3 games you needed.
Hmm? Yes, sir. Are we tied?
Because he went perfect. Utah can't defend Salt Lake City like everybody said they could.
I can't defend a whole city. Why I can't defend a whole city?
They got them Cornhuskers. They shouldn't even be called Cornhuskers because they can't even stop the goddamn run. And then they're gonna say, "Hey, we're not ready for this stage," and they are playing. They look like they're playing with 22 people on the field because we can't stop them.
I didn't play the game.
And I am giving him the 3 games he needed. Through the first month of the season, we're back at 0.
Tell you, I really don't. I really don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to tell you.
All right.
Maybe it's this goatee that's growing back, and I'm liking how this looks now.
Commercial break when we come back. A massive week 5. And I do mean massive.
Bye, Gundy.
Everything Boston. I love you morons. New Kids on the Block, New Edition.
Dear whatever the law firm is. Sincerely, the U.S. Supreme Court.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Go yourself again, Jason Whitlock.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Get mounts of entertainment with Paramount Plus. Stream new movies such as Mean Girls, Transformers: Rise of the Beast, and Good Burger 2 with Paramount Plus. Stream live sports such as the UEFA Champions League, the NFL on CBS, the PGA Tour, and March Madness. Catch hit CBS shows such as Fire Country, Ghost, NCIS, and more. But also catch exclusive originals with Paramount Plus such as Special Arts Lioness, The Famous Stallones, the new streaming home, or Showtime. Watch Showtime original series and movies when you sign up with Paramount Plus with Showtime. Make it a fun, action-packed adventure for the whole family and create kid-friendly profiles for the little ones. So much to stream with Paramount Plus with over 45,000 full episodes from BET, CBS, Comedy Central, MTV, Nickelodeon, and more. Paramount Plus, mountains of entertainment.
This is a BS3 Network presentation.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. Live every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 4 p.m. Central.
And welcome back here as we now get ready to take a tour for the week 5 of the college football season. So, campus tour, campus tour, campus. You really want to do that now?
Do what?
You really want to do that now?
Do what? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Doesn't remember. Doesn't remember what game is next week.
I know, but this is not. I'm not doing it to clown you. I'm doing it in honor of you. Remember, you called your very own head coach, quote, a smiling jackass, close quote. And so I figured you would have a picture of Billy Napier, a smiling jackass.
We're doing a campus tour. Get your butt on the screen.
What's wrong, Playmaker? What is wrong?
You'd have been better off doing that when we was doing the Gridiron Roundup. How you gonna do it when we doing a campus tour? And they don't even involve that team on the campus tour.
I know, but I figured it would be a good time to actually show you the gift that I was giving you. I found a smiling jackass, and I figured you would like it.
Matter of fact, you've been better off saving that for next week.
I mean, it's a gift that still keeps on giving. I thought you would like it, though.
Friday, we head to the deserts.
And he does. Oh, thank you, Lord. I really wanted to go for Arizona State.
Where the Sun Devils would be hosted 24th Horned Frogs of TCU. That would be 9 p.m. on Fox. Can the Horned Frogs back up their big win over the rival Mustangs of SMU? Or will they be less identical and the Sun Devils remind themselves who they are after they took an L at Mississippi State?
Will they repeat what they did at Mississippi State at home to the Horned Frogs?
From Tempe, Arizona to Champaign, Illinois, where a big new kickoff will be taking place at because the new game for Fox 23rd ranked final nine coming off that ass whooping that Indiana put on them against the undefeated 21st ranked Trojans of USC.
So 2 weeks ago, we had USC go pretty much in the same area, just a little bit further east. And they had a good showing against Purdue. Now they go back to the Midwest and they have a tough battle against a team that took a 53-point L 7 days ago. That's going to be interesting.
Very interesting. But USC, they have been playing good football. Have been playing real good football. So I might be a believer. Enjoy it, Jonathan Matthews. From Champaign.
As the Illinois quarterback said about the Indiana defenders. Now I saw their face. Now I'm a believer. I'm sorry, my bad.
From Champaign, Illinois, to a place where I think Coach Jones would like to blow up himself. College Station,
Texas.
Where the 9th ranked Aggies play host to the Auburn Tigers.
Auburn, you need your butts whooped. You had those chump Sooners down near Norman. You let them off the hook, and then you let that crowd mess you all up on the last drive of the game. I thought you were an SEC team. I thought you took crap like what Oklahoma could do and say, you all ain't SEC. We the real SEC. And you rolled out of Norman like punks.
3:30 p.m. ESPN. We on the current schedule, not the old schedule, sir.
You better beat A&M.
From College Station, Texas, back to the Midwest, up north to Des Moines, Iowa, where the Hawkeyes will host the 11th ranked Hoosiers. 3:30 on Peacock.
This is a good test for Indiana. I think they needed to actually have a team that can punch them in the mouth and actually bring them down to reality and see if, all right, now you're ascending to the top 10. You now are considered the fourth best team in the Big Ten. Now you have a target on your back. Let's see how you can handle it. And a team like Iowa feasts on a team like Indiana coming into Iowa City and beating them down. So this would be a really good test for Indiana if they can actually prove that they are the team that Oregon, Michigan, Penn State, well, Michigan's what I'm saying. I should say Oregon, Penn State, and Ohio State needs to look after and say, oh, we actually need to really ramp up our efforts to beat them.
From the Midwest back down to the South. And when I mean South, I mean Oxford, Mississippi. 3:30 ABC. The reigning Red Bulls, led by Lane Kiffin, take on Southern Baptist coach. I'm going to be polite on this one. Brian Kelly and the fourth-ranked LSU Tigers.
It's a shame that this rivalry game now is played in September. What I really like about this matchup is I think you have two coaches who seem to have similar luck when it comes to the sideline. It's you look at their teams and you really do believe they are at least one or two good big time gaffes and flubs in a season. Last year, when they played this game in Death Valley at night, if I'm mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ole Miss actually had the game under control, and then they decided to just wet the bed in the fourth quarter. So it's not a slam dunk that Ole Miss is going to win. And it's not a slam dunk that LSU is going to actually go into Oxford and actually beat down the Rebels either. But yeah, it unfortunately with these two, it's a matter of which coach is going to cost his team more.
West Coast wanted to be the jackass of the night.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah, you got what you want out of me. Is that what you were waiting for?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Unfortunately, though, it's not dealing with the one you called a smiling jackass. But yes, which coach is going to be the bigger jackass in exiting the game? Because both of them are horses. I'm sorry, both of them are jackasses.
By the way, just go ahead and let y'all know when we come back next week. This is one of the games we're going to review because Coach Johnson won't be at the episode. Whoever loses this game is going to get it from Coach Johnson. I just know it. So I'm just going to throw that out there right now. I'm just going to throw it out there right now. No matter what this game goes to, this game is going to be on Coach Johnson's Gridiron Roundup.
I can't help it. I seriously cannot help it when last year Ole Miss had that game ranked. I mean, LSU couldn't do jack on offense, and all of a sudden, Nussmeier looked like he was Dan Marino in the fourth quarter. I can't help it.
I'm just telling y'all right now. Prepare yourself for whatever how this game goes. So when 7:30 gets here and this game hits final, just know or put it on the note, write it on the page. And that's when they say Coach Johnson's going off such and such, and be ready to tune in.
Me go off on the losing head coach of this game?
Yes,
I would never.
I don't know why they call you mad scientist. You're the evil scientist. That's what you is.
I am not evil at all. There is nothing evil about me.
That man went ahead and took out Mike Gundy. He took out Dabo Swinney. The two games that was not on the campus tour last week, he chose them two to go after.
I'm sorry, they both did some horrible stuff on the field. I can't help it. I can't help it if I can't have one coach is in the pockets of the players, and then the other coach led his team to an L to a squad that hadn't beaten them in their home crib in 74 years. I can't help that.
You have the choice.
But that was just beautiful choices, though. I know they were beautiful choices.
And you telling me you ain't gonna pick on whoever is Southern Baptist Kelly loses, or I can't stop running my mouth, Lane Kiffin. Come on now.
No, I would never.
You're right. I just need one game from you after this weekend, because I already know you going this one automatically. I already know it. It is set up, and they both ranked in the top 15 too. Oh, this is definitely greater golden for you. It's definitely golden for you, and it's going to be the first loss for one of them too.
Yeah, first L for either one of them. Yeah.
See, it says it right perfectly for you for next week. I already know. But for my third, let's take a little further trip. Pacific Northwest to Seattle, Washington, where the Huskies welcome in the top-ranked team and the reigning, defending national champion, the Buckeyes of Ohio State. 3:30, CBS Paramount Plus. The Buckeyes' first road test.
Well, don't insult the Buckeyes. This is not a test at all for them. They might as well look. Let's put it. Let's keep it real. Ohio State, even though yes, Washington is a Big Ten member, Ohio State should scratch a 10-figure check to Washington.
Ouch.
Well, we'll pay you. We'll pay you for this book. What we're gonna give you.
Washington's not a pushover.
They're not a pushover, no, but they're also ran in a big conference.
But it ain't like Ohio State's been impressive either.
Not that they've been impressive, but they're the biggest dog in the Big Ten yard, and they're due.
Actually, they're the biggest. They the biggest yard in all of the yard. They the number one team in the country.
I guess I know, but no, they're the biggest dog in the Big Ten yard. But yeah, they may be ranked number one, but nah. I'll just go big dog in the biggest dog in the Big Ten yard right now.
Okay. From Seattle, Washington, down to Stottsville, Mississippi.
That's a pretty stadium though, where the Huskies play. Pretty stadium.
The 15th-ranked Volunteers take the trip to Stottsville, Mississippi to deal with the Cowbells and the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
Or Tennessee, they can't even get out of being 15th ranked. They lost. They stayed 15th. They beat a directional school the following week, and they still 15th ranked. Or Rocky Top.
The Bulldogs already got one top 15 upset on the under their belt.
Was at home too. So, okay, Volunteers. Let's see if you still have a hangover of letting that W against Georgia at home slip through your fingers.
If we could have had Scott Hansen do that game, that was the roaching hour. Literally a W turned into an L. Can you handle the Cowbells, Volunteers? Because they will be ringing.
Or you're going to volunteer another L. This time in Stillwater.
Ouch.
I mean,
ouch. Volunteer another L. Ooh.
I'm sorry. In this one, in Starkville. Yes. You handle the Cowbells, or are you going to volunteer a butt whooping?
Yeah, you call me harsh.
I thought you would appreciate, considering you are a Florida fan, and I know Tennessee's not. I know you don't have hate for Tennessee, but I figured you would like that considering that Tennessee is one of Florida's biggest rivals.
The fact that the other game that is on here that I'm going to cover, it should tell you. Just because I'm a Gator fan, I am not one of them fans.
Well, I mean, I already knew that.
From Starksville, Mississippi to Ames, Iowa. Wow, we going to both schools. We going to both Iowa schools. Ain't that something? Prime time, 7:30 on ESPN. The 14-ranked Cyclones look to be made unbeaten. But here come the surprising Arizona Tortorella Cats.
It looks like the Cyclones want to be the Big 12 champs.
And yet neither you or me picked them.
Yeah, I was about to say neither one of us picked them. So far they're looking good, and I think they have to not. I think they won't take Arizona lightly, but they have to play as if they don't. And if they do play them lightly, I feel for them. But if they treat Arizona like the opponent, the tough opponent that they will be, even though this is in Ames, I think the Cyclones will be good.
Slight correction. Not 7:30, 7 o'clock. Right on the dot. Somebody taking their first L of the season. Would it be a Wildcat or would it be a Cyclone?
I'm in the drop top, cruising the streets. Oh yeah.
I wrote that one right there.
Real pretty thing that's waiting for me.
Why did I do that?
Pull up.
Why did I do that? 7:30 between the hedges of Athens, Georgia.
Oh, keep me waiting.
The number 5, the 5-ranked Bulldogs of Georgia hosts 17-ranked Crimson Tide of Alabama.
Now, Kirby, this will be the easiest coaching performance for your career.
Ain't easy. Got up.
Easiest. I'm not saying that Alabama's going to be easy to beat. I'm saying this should be the easiest week for you to prepare your team, because all you got to do is show them last year the first half when you two played in Tuscaloosa. Don't show the second half. Show the first half when you were down 28-0. Show them that and say, even in our own crib, if you play as crappy as that, you might lose there. You might lose here too this year. So let's show them that we are the best team in the SEC, and let's punk these dummies because they're crap without Nick Saban. And let's show them now.
And for the Alabama side, sir?
Let's see. Alabama side. Well, you better hit your knees and pray that Nick Saban supplants Kalen Bohr on the sideline. Ouch. Now, benign joke. You have a problem running the ball against a team that will feast on the fact that you have a problem running the ball.
They getting their running back.
Well, they are getting a running back, yes. But you have two choices. Either you actually can utilize the running back that's returning, and you have faith in your offensive line that you can actually move the ball on the ground and save your defense, because they're going to need every hand possible to stop that Georgia offense. Or you commit to this being a track meet.
Tennessee tried it and it backfired.
Yeah, but I said like Tennessee did, but that's right. They took a Rocky Top doing so.
7:30 ABC. That's your ABC game. But it's not a game of the week. Spotlight game of the week. 7:30.
Game of the week.
NBC on the coverage. Noah and Eagle and Ty Blackledge on the call. We are going to University Park, Pennsylvania. We
Or
are going to
versus
Happy
Penn State.
Valley. Are we calling for our whiteout? College game day will be there. The number 3 ranked Nittany Lions of Penn State hosting the 6th ranked Ducks of Oregon. Hey, I see a single digit in front of Oregon.
Both teams. Mm-hmm. I see a lower single digit in front of Penn State.
Ooh. Both teams are coming in undefeated. Looking forward to see who will take their first ad. Would it be Dan Lanning or James Franklin? And that is your campus tour.
Glad you liked the Billy Napier image. That did my heart. That did my heart good. Thank you, sir.
And like I can't take back what I said.
I know you couldn't. It was a gem and a half. And
Anyway.
I'm glad you said it. I am glad you said it.
Anyway, the Bear Down Pick'ems.
Glad you said it. Glad you said it.
On Friday, we are taking the Horned Frogs of TCU. Sonny Dykes, you're making me a believer.
Same.
You making me a believer.
They do have a good team in Fort Worth.
You're playing defense.
That is what I see. If they can continue to do that, they will compete for the Big 12 championship, and we shall see if that continues.
So sorry, Sun Devils. We see you taking the L at home on a Friday night. I
just don't think that SC is going to do the same thing in Champaign as they did 2 weeks prior in West Lafayette. And now I believe that Illinois is going to be because they took a 53-point butt whooping. When this was supposed to be their time to shine, they got thoroughly embarrassed on national TV. Now they can show out on national TV.
don't even like USC. I can't even stand USC.
Why do you hate USC so much?
I don't think you've been paying attention. If you took out the Rams and the Chargers, I hate everything about LA. Just about. I can't stand the damn Dodgers. I can't stand the Lakers. I can't stand the damn Trojans.
But he loves the Clippers.
I want them to beat LeBron them so goddamn bad, but guess what? They can beat LeBron them, but they can't do nothing in the goddamn playoffs.
No, they can't. They just can't. And it's beautiful to watch them disintegrate before your very eyes when the calendar turns to May. It is beautiful.
That's a darn shame. This man who can't stand LeBron James gets a joy out of the Clippers choking in May.
Okay, well, all right. Sorry. Full disclosure. Of course, one of the players on the team that is currently there is James Harden. He does a magnificent job from mid-October to late April. Once you turn the calendar to May 1st, that dude disappears faster than Houdini.
Not to bring your string lights up, but I really don't like sports teams in LA.
The funny thing is, even though you don't like sports teams in LA, let me be nice. You kiss the hiney of the Rams mighty hard.
You do realize I was in this Deuce of the Rams that was in St. Louis, right?
I know. Greatest show on turf, and they weren't in LA. They were in St. Louis. I know.
So, most of my childhood to my high school life, they was in what city?
They were in St. Louis, Missouri, but those chumps moved back to Los Angeles.
Oh, don't think I didn't contemplate switching teams. But I was like, I've been with you for this long. I might as well spread it out.
That's so nice of you. So devoted to an LA franchise.
Yeah, no. The only LA
Oh.
franchise I'm devoted to.
I mean, SC, they had Pete Carroll there. Snoop Dogg always wanted to be with him and smoke cigars with him.
You do realize my hatred towards USC starts with Pete Carroll, Matt Liney, and Reggie Bush, right?
when they and my love affair with them somewhat starts there because they beat down Oklahoma. They will always make me smile because of that. And then 12 months later, they were the wonderful runners up to my Longhorns.
The only time I actually enjoyed Texas
Was when Vince Young was quarterback?
Yes.
Wow.
That's how much I can't stand USC. I was looking for anybody to knock them off. And Vince Young came to save the day.
Anybody. Wow.
It was supposed to be Notre Dame a few weeks prior, but that's when the Tooth Push decided to happen in a different variety.
2005, yep. That was one of the best games ever.
But SC, I'm picking you. Do not screw this up.
Screw it up. Please.
I'm just as salty as y'all are.
I am unbiased. I don't understand why. I really don't understand why you don't see me as unbiased.
As much as you just said when we previewed the game, and you did all that talking about Auburn, and you picked Texas A&M.
I said the same thing to Auburn last week when they were going to Norman. Beat the Aggies. I hate them. Unfortunately, you're not good enough. And the doggone Aggies are better. And they're at home to boot. That's what sucks. But I have to go with this head. Not with my heart. It disappoints me. I wish the Aggies were dog crap, but they're not. So now I'm happier.
Iowa. If I can borrow from Cole Johnson / Ray. Iowa. You need an offense.
Yeah, badly.
Why would I pick y'all to beat? If y'all was to upset Indiana, I think Pac might fall out the sky.
Again.
He's full support of the Hoosiers and Kurt Cincinnati. I don't see Kurt Cincinnati going on the road to losing to Iowa. They don't have an offense.
Not either.
But Ty Smith will be running around the Thunderdome like a crazy animal in celebration, though, if Iowa was to pull this off. I don't see it. Coach Johnson with the Southern Baptist coach. I'm going with the can't keep his mouth closed Kiffin.
Because the can't keep his mouth closed fool simply at times can't coach a good team against another good team. Now, to me, I give two craps about who wins this game. Although
this is what Coach Johnson wants. He just want to know which coach he can go off on next week. That's all he wants to know.
I can get two craps about who wins this game. Yes, I'm a bigger LSU fan than I am Ole Miss, but both the coaches basically nullify any rooting interest whatsoever.
Coach Johnson, he's gonna kick his feet back, have his meals set and ready to go, and he's gonna sit there and watch and just make notes like, okay, I'm going off on you about this, that, and that. This is what he's gonna do. He just watching this game just to see which coach he gets to the roast on Wednesday. That's it.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's what Coach Johnson's gonna do. Kick his feet back and just wait to see what coach he gets to the roast on Wednesday. I'm telling you, this is automatic a game on the gridiron because I know him. He's gonna roast the losing coach.
It's a beautiful thing. You're right, Playmaker. That's a beautiful thing.
Oh my gosh. Kevin, don't you F this up.
Don't you F this up.
I mean, it is the number one team in the country, and we need to see what the Washington's about first before we can actually,
The only word I have to say about this game is what?
I don't know why you're saying why they didn't say conference. You should already know why.
Ohio State is playing basically a team that's one step above a directional school. What?
Rocky Top, if you don't take y'all asses down to Stocksville, Mississippi, and quiet them cowbells, y'all in for a big trouble.
This is a must-win for them for sure.
After that disappointing loss that y'all took to the Georgia Bulldogs, y'all should come in there angry and ready to feast on anybody that's in front of you.
This is straight up a must-win for the proven Rocky Top. Tennessee has to win this game, and they have to win it convincingly to me. Because I said coming into this season, they wanted to prove they could hang with Georgia and Texas and Alabama and LSU. And looks like right now Oklahoma, since they're now ranked at the top 10, they want to prove they can hang with them. And they already had a test with Georgia, and unfortunately, they massively failed. I say massively failed because they had a big time lead at home against them. They had a chance to win the game at the end of regulation, and they screwed the pooch. So now they have the opportunity to do it next month when they have to travel to Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might not pick you to win the Big 12, but we ain't stupid.
No.
We ain't. Arizona, you have an opportunity to showcase yourself to the world when you go to 14. And show us you might be for real in football for once. Yeah, you get Jan Miller back, and you're getting the D lineman back, and we get all that good stuff. But I did watch Garner Stockton go in a shootout against the Vols, and nobody expected him to be able to throw the ball the way he did. That's all Georgia needed.
Again, we ain't stupid.
But you hate the Bulldogs playmaker. What you said, Coach Johnson?
Why they play the game? And you're not stupid.
Okay.
You're not stupid. Neither am I. And of course, if all else fails, Kellen DeBoer is the head coach of the Crimson Tide.
And that brings us to the spotlight game of the week. The people voted 55.6 say the Ducks of Oregon would go into Happy Valley and get the win, while 44.4% says James Franklin would do the unthinkable, and finally get that much needed win. What did we say? I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm surprised he did it. I can't do it.
Mr. Franklin, the only reason why I picked you is because you're not playing Ohio State in this instance. If this is Ohio State, I would pick against you in a heartbeat. And when you do play them later this year, this ain't no spoiler. I'm picking against you. I don't give a crap if you're number one in the country. But this should be a dub for you. You supposedly now have a defense that can stop teams. Let's see if you can stop this Oregon team under the bright lights where it's going to be pretty much all white in your home, in your house. Stop that team. Prove that you are one of the big dogs in the Big Ten. because right now you're ranked basically the number 2 dog in the Big Ten, going against the number 3 dog in the Big Ten. So let's see if
Should be
you
the number
have
one
more.
dog in the Big Ten because they actually won the Big Ten last year.
Well, that's true, but
matter of fact, they actually beat that team to win the Big Ten.
Yeah, they beat the team that they're going against Saturday to win the Big Ten championship. But let's see if there is bite to this lion, and it's not the bark that we've been seeing from you, because yes, you still are. You still are an organization and a program that has only won one top 10 ranked game, and I know that's why Playmaker picked against you. One. You better make it 2 Saturday.
And
otherwise, people ain't gonna believe you.
And I rarely pick against the Oregon Ducks anyway, so even with Dan Lenny at the coach.
But I know it was more the fact that you have.
I seen a 6 in front of Oregon.
Well, that too, but I know it was. Oh, it's James Franklin against
That's
a
what I'm
team
saying.
that's less ranked than 10 or 10 or less.
That's what I'm saying. I seen a 6 in front of Oregon. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. James Franklin, you have to prove it to me. I can't do it. I'm like Chris Bass.
Can't do it.
I'm going with Dan Lenny and the Ducks. Dan Lenny, can you get me a big road win, sir? Can you do that? Let's see if you can. And if not, James Franklin will finally have won a game that is meaningful. And to recap our picks, there you go. We are agreement with the TCU Horned Frogs. We are split. I'm going SC. He's going Illinois. We agree on A&M and Indiana to Cole's discretion. We're split. He's going with the Southern Baptist coach. I'm going with Can't Shut His Mouth Kiffin.
Can't shut his mouth. I love that.
We are in agreement with the number 1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Tennessee Volunteers. We are in agreement with the Iowa State Cyclones. We are in agreement with the Georgia Bulldogs, and we're different. He's going with James Franklin to do the impossible.
At home.
And I'm going with Dan Lenny and the Ducks. He plays for wins.
Oh, and doesn't play for clicks. Okay, Dan.
I had to get that one in there. I'm sorry. All right, that is it for today's show. Any final words, Mr. Johnson?
The only final word that I have is, Billy, you're one of the biggest fans of yours labeled you something absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. I love the nickname he gave you. So in dedication to you, this is what people see when you're on the sideline. You smiling jackass.
He just couldn't wait. He just couldn't wait the next week.
Now, do I give a crap about if they beat Texas or not? Not really. But I'm not even doing it to rub it in Playmaker's face. I'm doing it because I just love the fact that Playmaker went off on you and called you what you really are. I'm proud of Playmaker for that. Wonderful job, sir.
So basically what Coach Johnson is saying, he was trying to find words to call Billy Napier, and I gave it to him through my rant.
Beautiful. Chef's kiss, Playmaker. Chef's kiss. Yes.
Which means Coach Johnson seeing the same thing I've been seeing.
Yes. How can you have a team that talented, have them underperform so roughly and so badly, yet you look nonplussed? That doesn't make sense. Now, do you need to be a raving lunatic like we saw Steve Spurrier on the sideline be at times? No. But at least show that you're invested in the game. And you have not. and that is problematic. I don't care if you are a fan of Georgia, a fan of Florida or not. That is problematic.
And we're talking about a week that I was trying not to talk about Florida. But no, he had to open up his goddamn mouth.
That made it even better. Because I told Playmaker, I said, you're going to be talking about this team.
And he ain't even know that Billy Neighbor opened his damn mouth.
He said, you're going to talk about this team in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
And then at the same time, his quarterback opened his mouth. So
this is me off.
So it was like a twofer for both of us.
Hand straight incompletions. I got some for you too, Arch.
So we was back and forth trading rants, and Snowman got to enjoy every bit of it. Hopefully, we don't have another week like that.
Hopefully, we don't.
Hopefully, we don't.
I somewhat agree. I hope we don't too.
We're just going back and forth trading rants.
As fun as it was exhausting.
Big week. Who wants to step up? It's put up or shut up time. After 1 month of football, because week 5 you have 4 top 25 matchups. Somebody's gonna make some moves and somebody's gonna drop. Who would it be? We should find out. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your college football. We'll be back, and we'll be seeing who will be getting praised and who will be getting criticized. And then yes, next weekend we'll be back talking about the Smiling Jackass, Billy Napier, and the Florida Gators, because they'll be hosting Coach Johnson's Texas Longhorns.
Get them in that swamp. Don't look like a bigger jackass than Billy Napier.
Until then, we'll see y'all later.
Come on, Sorty.